What's going on YouTube? Murpher here, and today I'm bringing you a class setup. This gun might be the most overpowered gun you will use in hardcore on Black Ops 3. I am talking about none other than the Dingo. Yes guys, an LMG. Me and my buddies play a lot of Call of Duty together. We talk about what guns we're using, which guns we think are the best in certain game modes. And for me guys, that game mode right now is hardcore, and the best gun for me personally is the Dingo. I'll have people come to me and say it really doesn't matter what gun you use in hardcore, everything's a 1-2, maybe even 3-shot kill at most, but trust me guys, it matters. A lot of people tell me I should use something like the Man of War or the Shiva in hardcore because the damage is greater on those guns, and that's exactly where people look at hardcore incorrectly. It is not about the damage that you do with the weapon, it is about the fire rate. And that is exactly why I turned to the Dingo. The fire rate on this gun is insane. Yes, the damage is lower, but I'm actually going to have a higher damage output because of my fire rate. The great thing about LMGs as well in Black Ops 3 is they are the only guns that don't have damage drop-off. And what I mean by damage drop-off is when you shoot a gun in this game, the farther the bullet goes, the weaker the bullet gets. LMGs are the only exception to this rule, whereas it doesn't matter if they're up close, mid-range, long shots, the damage stays the same no matter how far the bullet goes. Now on to the class setup. As you can see, I put a quick draw, grip, and stock on the Dingo. Quick draw is pretty self-explanatory, aim down sights faster. Some people feel that the grip is an odd choice because the Dingo already has fairly great accuracy, but I really like putting a grip on most of my weapons. The closer I can get these things to feeling like a laser beam, the better. And last but not least, the stock. The stock might actually be the most important attachment on the gun. In a game like Black Ops 3 where you have people jetpacking all around, sliding on the ground, wall running, aiming at people can be really tough sometimes. The fact that the stock lets you move faster while aiming down the sight means that you can kind of control your gun a little better to follow your enemy. As far as the perks go, we're using Overclock, Fast Hands, Scavenger, and Awareness. Overclock is really great in hardcore, especially if you're using something like Vision Pulse. Unfortunately, as you'll see, I was still kind of getting used to playing hardcore, and I completely neglected to use my score streaks, and I didn't use my specialist once. Fast Hands is pretty self-explanatory. I do a lot of running and gunning, and especially in a game like this where it's so fast-paced, if you can aim faster out of the sprint, you're going to get the kills before them. Scavenger is always a great perk to use. Replenishing ammo is super crucial, especially in a game mode like hardcore where you really can't pay attention to how many bullets you have left as they don't show up. While I do love using Scavenger, I felt there was another perk that I really wish I did use while recording this gameplay, and I'll go over that in just a second. And finally, the last perk we're using is Awareness. This is where I'm talking about that other perk that I wish I used. I wish I didn't use a second perk too. I wish I got rid of Scavenger and I'd actually used Dead Silence along with Awareness. If you guys are playing with a headset, Awareness is the way to go. You're going to be able to hear your enemy movements a lot easier with this, especially in a game mode like hardcore where you don't have a constant minimap available for you. Now, not everyone playing hardcore uses Awareness, and that's where Dead Silence comes in. You can use Dead Silence along with this, and Dead Silence itself, it makes it so that you move without being heard. Your opponents won't be able to hear you coming, but you'll have full access to know exactly where they are at all times with Awareness, and that is amazing. But that's basically been it for this class setup, guys. Try this class out for yourselves. Let me know in the comment section below if you've enjoyed the class. If you didn't enjoy this class and you've been using something else that's working a lot better for you, let me know in the comment section below what it is and I'll give it a shot. I don't want to say that this is the best, the end-all, be-all God gun, if you will, but this is definitely the best class setup for me. It's what I've been using a lot in hardcore, and it's definitely improved my game ever since I started using it. I wouldn't use this setup in any other mode but hardcore, so keep that in mind if you try it out. But that's been the video, guys. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you've enjoyed. That'd mean the world to me. This has been Murpher from Murpher Plays, and I'll see you guys Sunday.